Hi everyone, I'm Peggy Frezon. I'm the author of this book, The Dog in the Dentist Chair, and Other True Stories of Animals Who Help, Comfort, and Love Kids. I'm here today with my friends Ernest and Pete. Ernest is a certified therapy dog, and Pete is a therapy dog in training. And they helped inspire me to write this book because I saw how they made so many kids happy, brought a smile to their faces. So in this book, you'll meet a lot of therapy dogs, but you'll also meet a lot of other different kinds of animals. You might just be surprised. This chapter is about Magic. Magic is an American miniature horse. She's 10 years old. She's black with a little bit of white marking on her nose. She weighs 100 pounds. Her favorite food is grass. Her favorite toy is a soccer ball. And she lives in Florida. Sometimes it's best to slip into a room quietly, but Magic, the miniature horse, likes to make a big entrance. First, she always has music playing. She even has her own special theme song. Do You Believe in Magic, it's called. Then, while the children are enjoying the lively beat, she trots in sideways. Have you ever seen a horse walk sideways? Magic tosses her pretty black mane and clip-clops in with her fancy steps. This gets everyone excited and laughing. But Magic doesn't entertain at a horse show or an amusement park. She's a therapy horse, and she belongs to an organization called Gentle Carousel Miniature Therapy Horses. 2 days a week she visits children in hospitals. The kids there are often very ill. Some have a disease and have to stay for a long time. Others have had an operation. Magic stops by to make them feel better. She helps them to forget about the doctors and needles and wherever it hurts and remind them to smile for a while. You might be surprised to see a horse inside a hospital. Magic, however, is not a large horse. She is a miniature horse about the size of a German Shepherd dog. The first thing you notice about Magic is her beautiful light blue eyes. She has black hair and a white patch on her face. Every day before going to the hospital, Magic gets a bath and has her hair brushed. She wears a special blue and gold coat to let everyone know she's working. Magic seems to know who needs her most. When she walks into a room, she goes right up to one of the children. Sometimes she puts her head in their lap. Sometimes she presses her forehead against theirs. Other times she stands very close. She's gone through years of training to learn how to do what her handler asks, but most of what she does comes naturally. She just wants to make the boys and girls feel better. Being in a hospital can be frightening for children. There are strange tests, weird noises, and scary new equipment. Some children have to get around in a wheelchair. Magic tries to make it fun for them. She trots beside their wheelchair around the hospital halls. Clip-clop, her hooves tap on the tiles. Magic has no trouble walking on slippery hospital floors. She can even go up and down the stairs and ride in the elevator. One time a very sick little girl got to make a wish. She wished to have a tea party with Magic. Magic got all dressed up in a special cape with silver sparkles and a red bow. She even wore a black hat with fancy feathers. Magic and her handler walked into the hospital room. The girl was there waiting with ribbons in her hair and a huge smile. A table was set with teacups, saucers, and yummy treats. Magic was a perfect guest. "This is my best day ever," the girl said. After every visit, Magic's handler leads her back to the trailer. First there's work, then play. "Magic, shake it off," he says. Magic has fun prancing and romping before going home. Magic lives with a herd of other horses on a large ranch. When she gets out of the trailer, her horse pals, Dream and Sweetheart, trot over to greet her. Then they all go off to play together. Magic loves to run and jump with her friends and eat grass in the field. Magic's handler makes sure her life is as natural as possible, like a horse in the wild. The horses in the herd have acres of land to move about in all day. In addition to visiting hospitals, Magic goes to libraries and classrooms. She listens to stories that school kids read to her. Her handler calls her reading program Reading is Magic. Wouldn't it seem like magic to read a book to a horse? Sometimes Magic has a very difficult job to do. She and other miniature horses travel all across the country to help those in great need. In one case, families lost their home to a hurricane. Other times, whole towns were damaged in an earthquake, fire, or flood. If there is a tragedy, Magic and her handlers set off to help. When children are going through something terrible, Magic brings them comfort and hope. For that, she's won many awards, including the most heroic pet in America. After a difficult visit, her handler reminds her, "Shake it off, Magic." Even though she's famous, Magic is always happiest when she's helping others. I was very worried and upset, but you comforted me and made me happy. Psalm 94, verse 19. So that's just one of the stories in The Dog in the Dentist Chair. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to read more stories like this, you can find The Dog in the Dentist Chair and other true stories of animals who help, comfort, and love kids by Peggy Frezon at your local bookstore and Amazon.com.